All right, looks like we are off, ladies and gentlemen. We start off in Link's house with some money.
And it's inverted.
Right. Here we go. So yeah, folks, inverted with enemy shuffled. Oh boy. So first order of business, Chloe is going to go and check Stumpy. And it looks like we have maps, so we have at least map compass shuffle.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not necessarily sure this is key sanity or map compass shuffle. We'll know for sure if we see a small key pop up or another key pop up somewhere in the overworld.
Have we seen a compass pop up yet?
We haven't seen a compass pop up, but we have seen the map to Tower of Hera on Stumpy.
That could just be map shuffle.
Oh, I wasn't aware that maps could be shuffled individually.
It goes maps, compasses, compass, small keys, and then full key sanity.
Ah, okay.
If I'm not terribly mistaken.
So look, you first, I'm sorry.
Fear agents saying I'm wrong. Maybe I got map and compass backwards. I thought it was maps and then maps compass though. Oh, maybe it's I thought there was one with just maps. Maybe that's only multi-worlds though.
Well now, it is a full-on key sanity as Humbug just found the big key to GT in Skull Woods, as Chloe finds a small key to Skull Woods on the dig game.
My apologies, folks. I have been playing way too many multis. Yep.
So we have an inverted key sanity seed. Now the question is, how many crystals do we need? And do we even need the crystals, or is victory on the pedestal?
Well, we'll be finding that out once we get to the pyramid. And there are 11 runners total, I believe, if I heard correctly. Small key to pod.
Chloe finding a map on Bumper Ledge. So yeah, this presents a lot of questions. We have an inverted key sanity. We have our runners sort of meeting up to now in the Skull Woods area. Ooh, and yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of that, folks. And not to mention, did we mention it's Randomizer?
Yeah. Inverted key sanity, at least enemy shuffle.
Oh boy, strap yourselves in, folks. It's going to be a long ride.
Hey, at least they started with a sword, though.
True.
So there is some kindness to this seed, at least.
I would agree to that. That's a pretty hype start. So, High Cave only given us a Moon Pearl and the Hyrule Castle map, the most useless map in the game. So, 4 out of 10, maybe?
I'll hide the timer. Hold on.
So with everything our runners have right now, they can go and check Village of Outcasts. They can actually get to the they can. Now, I'm not as familiar with Inverted, to be perfectly honest. So Dark World Access is a little more. Ooh, there's Hammer. Ooh, and Humbug noped out of that chest because he was having trouble.
So, light world access is... It works pretty much the same as dark world access does and non-inverted. Because they've adjusted things accordingly.
Yeah, I know some areas are more easily accessible in inverted. I know Graveyard Ledge is an example. Bomos Tablet is another.
Anything that was mirror lock before, as far as... Because, like, you know, you can't mirror dark world to light world now, so they've had to flatten out any areas that were mirror locked before, or adjust accordingly.
Exactly. And another thing that has changed is that the flute works in the dark world and takes you to the equivalent positions in the dark world, and that Total Rock's logic is a little weird now because you don't necessarily need to enter from the front door.
Yep. Mirroring into the back of into the back of Turtle Rock is a thing now.
All right,
we've got into Meyer.
All right, we've got Chloe dipping into Thieves Town. And because this is Key Sanity, there are lots of potential items up for grabs in here. And how appropriate, there's a thief mugging Chloe right now.
Not actually stealing anything, though.
Yeah, kind of weird. You would think that there would have been...
Sprite overload? Oh my god, no.
Oh, jeez. And there was a bunny.
Mercy. Oh god.
And there was a bunny beam in
beam's
there.
Always there. That bunny beam's always there.
Okay.
Bunny beams remain where they are normally.
Oh, look at that, a map in its relative dungeon.
Oh god. Alright, Pikia Desert. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it looks like, ooh, a Meyer small key in the back of the brewery, and, and because of the inverted nature and because we cannot mirror to the light world, the book is now hard required for Desert Palace.
But flute is not actually required for anything, hard required for anything.
Indeed, but here's something interesting. Chloe and Humbug both finding the first key to Castle Tower in the chess game, which means we can, once we have access to Aga Tower, check both chests in there. Logically, we need the lamp, I think, for the second one.
Have they done Digging Game yet? I can't imagine.
Yes. Digging Game had a small key to Skull Woods.
So, goodness, what's left?
Well, we can't, we have no big Thieves Town big key, so no way to get to the back of Thieves Town. We just got...
I guess it's Skull Woods?
Alright, we just got... There's,
Pyramid
Chloe's Moon Pearl.
Pod area.
Yeah, we have the hammer, so we can, well, we still need the bow to full clear the dungeon, but we at least have the hammer.
That room's a thing.
Yeah, 3 Lionels, 3 hearts, green mail, that is no joke. And actually, yeah, with the hammer, we can just go straight to the pyramid. So let's see what is on our pyramid ledge today.
We've got pyramid and first chest of pod. And did we see all of Skullwoods? Did we see the vanilla big key chest?
I'm not 100% sure. I know we saw the GT big key and the hammer in there. That much I do remember. And there was a Tower of Hera map in there. Or no, that was on Stumpy.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's true. So there's 5 chests in pod.
Yeah, property of Randomizer is that it makes sure that any rooms that are locked by killable enemies are always killable regardless of your equipment. So like by bombs and whatnot.
So Incoherent, I think the built-in might But this, you're probably thinking of the standalone, where you gin the seed first and then, go put it in the randomizer. But I'm not actually sure how the.
Ooh! Humbug just got Goomba stomped by a Stalfos.
I think he did that intentionally.
That's still pretty funny. And it is Yoshi, so it's appropriate that a Mario character gets killed by a Mario move. Now, we also don't know if the bosses are shuffled yet. We're not going to find out here because we still need a bow to get to Helmasaur, or that location.
Yeah.
Alright. Humbug is going back for that hammer.
Alright. Bottle. But nice, but doesn't get us anything at the moment.
Yeah, we have to get Light World access for Sick Kid, which, to be fair, we're only a Power Glove away.
Oh, wait. When did they get a pod small key? And why are you using it through the front door?
The pod small key was in... I remember seeing it. I don't remember where.
Why would you use that to go through the... Chloe!
That's why.
It's faster, but... Oh, man. Bad situations I have seen come up in Key Sanity because someone used their pod keys inefficiently.
But it did pay out, as Chloe just found a Power Glove. Humbug also found a nice chunk of rupees in Skull Woods as well. So with that, Chloe has Light World access. Which opens up a lot of checks. It opens up the Sanctuary, it opens up Front of Escape, it opens up Kakariko Village.
I mean, Lin, you say that, but I saw somebody force themselves into a head seat because they did that.
I think Chloe just realized...
remembered.
Yeah. He accidentally drank the red goo. Nice spin, though.
I don't think that was accidental so much as just,
muscle memory.
I'm forgetting.
Okay, that chest is very well guarded. And Chloe, with that glove in tow, decides, okay, time to go to the Light World.
I mean, yeah, but... Maybe I'm just paranoid, but I have seen that screw over so many people. But I also know how to Kiki skip now, which I use when I play casually, so... now I don't care about pod keys.
Alright, so Chloe's first order of business in the Light World is going to be the South Shore checks. We've got the Dam, we've got Mini Moldarm Cave, we've got Ice Rod Cave, we can fake Flipper to Waterfall Cave. Luckily, not getting Mini Moldorms this time around. That's our second, that's our first GT small key, rather.
The key to Meyer.
Okay. Couple of keys. Not terrible, but not brilliant either, but it'll do. Humbug getting their Dark World access. So the only map I think we have that is relevant right now is the map to Hera. So if our runners do a map check, that's the only pendant/crystal they're going to see. Unless, of course, they speak to Sahasrara or the big bomb vendor. The latter of which is in the Light World equivalent of Link's house now. I think. Just a big 20 under the dam, and the dam itself, I think, only had a heart piece or some money. Either way, not particularly a lot. To answer question, chat, this time we do not know what the objectives are. We just know that it is a inverted randomizer key sanity. Ooh, Chloe finding the flute in K45, which is now free, courtesy of the fact that this is inverted.
Mm-hmm.
Good timing, too. He's right in front of Kakariko.
We had a shirt sword as well.
Yes, so our runners did start out with Fighter Sword, and we just literally robbed our uncle. Small key on the race game, and there's even more money near the uncle, so, wow, our uncle was holding out on us.
Where's the sign to what's the goal and stuff?
I want to stop you for a quick second because I did see that the hole in top in front of Aga Tower is open, so this is a fast Ganon seed.
Interesting. 4 crystals to enter. Let's see. 4-6.
4-6. That's
4-6
very interesting.
Ganon.
That presents a lot of possibilities for this time around. And we still don't know if the bosses are shuffled.
We will eventually.
I'd answer question in chat. There was a small key on the library. Which we can now get because that's convenient.
What are those?
Well, now the chicken coop seems to be full of guards. Meanwhile, get your 07s in chat for the Hylian National Anthem. Honk.
I did enough yelling that last week.
Well, the ball and chain guard suffered a downgrade.
Oh, did it? Oh.
Zelda Cell holding a small key to GT. And there's Ice Rod in the back of the well.
The key to thieves.
That's definitely a good one to find, especially since we have the hammer. We can now... Well, we still need the small key to check the big chest, but if we do ever need to go back to Thieves Town and we get that small key, the big chest is no longer an issue.
Chloe, please.
Yikes. Alright, Humbug now making the same South Shore checks. Ooh, nice reflexes there with that bomb.
Mm-hmm. Gonna go check the Lost Woods.
No, looks like he's just walking around to get back to the village. Alright, Chloe is gonna try again. Oh, so does the music only switch when there's a guard on screen, not necessarily when you talk to an NPC?
I'm not sure, but yeah, inverted key sanity, 4-6 fast innings. And, at least enemy shuffle. We haven't seen any bosses yet. Seven crystal at Hera.
Okay. So we know where one of our crystals are, but we still can't, get to it yet.
Don't actually know. Are damages randomized?
It didn't look like it. It looked like the guards were doing a heart of damage each hit. Then again, I usually don't catch the individual damage values. Humbug taking advantage of the fish and showing us the fish prize, but it is just a recovery heart.
Yeah, triple dip chicken hut's a thing.
Chloe electing to fry some better fish and go into the back of Blind's hut. Now, where was that blue cane when he needed it 5 minutes ago? Oh, that's funny. There's another pod small key in the back.
Yep. Also, fun fact, PTG, there's actually 2 prizes from the Hoarder, the bush crab thing. If you get, I think it's 6 in a row, then it'll give you a second prize.
Actually, this, there's Humbug's flute. Actually, the cane will help us determine if this is a hard mode seed or not, because if it is a hard mode seed, the cane won't protect Chloe. In which case, this is going to be a bad time.
Is that the... Why is Ice Rod not freezing the red guard?
I guess it doesn't work on red guards. I'm legit surprised he didn't just pull out the cane.
So, quad dip chicken head, anyone?
Come again?
I said quad dip chicken head, anyone?
Yeah. Hey, if there was a chicken hut in my town, I would quad dip it, that's for sure.
Fair. What was in Chicken Hut?
We're not even sure. Humbug is going to see that small key on the library, and will surely come back to pick that up after picking up the boots from Sick Kid. Chloe deciding to put off Chicken Hut a little longer and check the Lost Woods now. And then get body slammed by another guard.
It's full key sanity.
And that was one of our Turtle Rock small keys there in the bottom of Lost Woods. I think it was Turtle Rock. Yes. And yep, Humbug realizing what's going on and is having a very bad time. First lumberjack check of the run coming up from Chloe.
And just a piece of heart.
So no reason to go kill Aga 1 for that.
No reason to kill Aga 1 at all today. Have the glove, hammer, and moon pearl, and lumberjack is garbage.
Yes, this is inverted, so we don't have to worry about flippers or hookshot to get across.
Oh.
On the subject of Kane.
No, it's flippers or hammer to get...
Right. I was more referring to Dark World, since we're not, going around Dark World and all that jazz. But we get the red cane in the Bonk Rock, so the cane was boots locked. Now, while we may not have to kill Aga 1, there are 2 checks in Castle Tower that we can access since we have one of the Castle Tower keys. Although we do need a sword or another a cape to get through the barrier.
No we don't. No we don't. It's always open and inverted as soon as you have access to the mountain.
That's right, it's on Tower of Hera. Well, Dark Tower of Hera. GT is Castle Tower. I know we said this is a mystery seed, but I'm already mystified by this.
So wait, no, we need the do we? No, we don't quite have access to Agatar yet. I don't
Wow,
think...
this is guard sanity today.
Ooh, Chloe! Okay.
Well now. Alright, so it looks like Chloe's next order of business, I believe this may be an attempt at a Houlihan. Indeed it is. Alright, so with that, Chloe is not going to get Zora money, but is going to be fairly close. I'm going to laugh hysterically, by the way, if that Chicken Hut ends up being progression.
Oh god. Don't say that.
Now, because this is inverted, this cave here does lead to the old man. So Chloe doing a bit of a sequence break here to pick up the item off the old man real quick. Unfortunately, he's got to get the old man back, he's got to go pick up the old man, walk all the way back to the top of Spectacle Rock, and then jump back down to get to the old man's cave in the Light World. Looks like the enemies were a little generous in there for a change, though. Alright, Humbug Chicken Hut, take 2. Also learning Ice Rod doesn't work.
Does Ice Rod usually not work?
I don't think it works on red guards. There's another pod small key. Oh boy. So Chloe's gonna bring the old man all the way down and get a shield for his trouble. Whoa, the game seemed to not really like Chloe going fast there for a split second.
Yeah, I'm not sure what causes that sometimes.
And with rescuing the old man, Chloe now has a save point to go back to Dark Death Mountain. And I believe Chloe's next stop is going to be Tower of Hera. Or, not Tower of Hera, excuse me, Castle Tower.
Also, Voodoo, my first Randomizer I ever saw was basically full settings Randomizer in the standalone, which full max settings. Ugh.
Oh, jeez.
There's a reason I never wanted to touch it after that. Yeah, nope.
As Humbug Ouch You jerks one of the rabbits, Chloe gets a Master Sword and a Skullwoods map out of Super Bunny Cave. That rock is a Power Glove rock, to answer question in chat. Ooh, we get the magic mirror in the bonkable chest in Hookshot Cave. Perfectly in logic, courtesy of Pegasus Boots. And we are also being told it is Ether for Turtle Rock.
Well, that's good to know.
Oh, that's rude. There's a Beemo statue in front of the Sank. But this enemy shuffle is not nice.
Enemy shuffle is never nice. What are you talking about? Dark Palace and
True.
Skullwoods.
Alright. Those are pretty... Those crystals aren't too bad. Chloe elected to not go into Castle Tower yet.
Yeah.
Alright, getting a look at the Mire area now. It is Bombos for Misery Mire.
I'm glad you caught that, because that was way too quick for me. Also, it does appear like it's normal item functionality.
Berna is protecting.
Yep. And appears to be using the same magic as usual, I think.
Yeah, if it was hard mode, the cane wouldn't even be protecting him. Ooh, and we also learned that Thieves Town is a crystal as well, so we have knowledge of 4 crystals. Alright, Humbug rescuing the old man now to get that respawn point, while Chloe goes ahead and covers the front of Hyrule Castle. So yeah, with our Castle Tower small key, hopefully Humbug will remember to check those first two chests this time, although the second chest is lamp locked.
Yeah, but...
Logic is merely a suggestion when it comes to these two.
Yeah, exactly.
Chloe taking down the downgraded ball and chain guard to get the, I believe that is the second GT small key. And Dragonite uses self-destruct. And given that he is electing to stay in Hyrule Castle, this is likely a play to Dark Cross. Humbug going into Castle Tower, so we have two... Okay, the Gold Ball and Chain Guards once again taking it easy this time around. First item in Castle Tower is a Turtle Rock small key, while Dark Cross contains bombs. Yeah, Chloe, you do not want to take a fall off the pyramid at this stage of the game.
Yeah, probably not.
Alright, Humbug about to get their mirror off of Hookshot Cave. And Humbug elects to hold out on getting the other chest in Castle Tower, probably waiting for a lamp because, again, this is Randomizer, so it's going to be a bad time if it ends up being a tough enemy in there like a Lionel. Chloe going to give us some check of the Desert Palace area. We can check Agina's cave.
Ooh, speaking of...
Well now, Tinesmiths is a pretty good one. That allows us to check the rest of Death Mountain.
Gonna be able to get God, why can't I?
We can check King's Tomb.
Yeah.
Oh, and there is our Bombos medallion. We have Bombos medallion, cane and boots, and hammer. We can already clear Misery Mire. We need a lamp, logically, but we can clear Misery Mire. That's something. Although I'm pretty sure 6 hearts green mail, that is not something you want to do right now. An answer question chat, we actually do have the Misery My Big Key. Not gonna lie, forgot it was Key Sanity for a second. But yeah, with the Mire Big Key and all of our equipment, we could full clear Mire. Well, actually, chat brings up a good point. If the bosses are shuffled, we don't know what the boss requirements are. So for all we know, there's a Trinex back there, and we still need Fire Rod. Bit of a magic shortage there on Chloe's side. Oh, looks like Humbug is going straight back up the mountain with the Titan's mitts in tow for Magina's cave. And it looks like Chloe is taking yet another stab at the chicken hut, except this time he's just gonna burn everything.
Burn the chicken hut to the ground.
All right. Humbug is checking out Paradox Cave. So 7 items up for grabs down here. Or is it up here? I mean, it's a paradox, to be fair. We've got Hera Big Key and Ice Palace Small Key. So that means Hera is full we can get to the Hera boss now. Alright, what about the other 5 items? Desert Palace Compass, Ice Palace Small Key, so 2 Ice Palace Small Keys in Paradox Cave. There are 3 in total.
Yep.
To answer question chat, entrances are not randomized this seed. That includes dungeons. Hera and Castle Tower's entrances were both the same, as well as Thieves Town for that. Not Hera, Thieves Town and Castle Tower's entrances were both the same. Highly unlikely they're randomized. Skullwoods is also vanilla too, so this is not entrance randomizer, thankfully.
Entrances. Just disgusting.
You don't have to tell me twice. I remember that 5th week of the Link to the Past Randomizer League.
Or the one I calmed that was Vanilla Ganon and Vanilla Ganon's Tower.
Oh, jeez. Well now, Hera giving us a fire source in the pantry, as I like to call it. So we have a fire rod, which means we can now get to the Skull Woods boss, as Skull Woods bosses are not liked by the Big Key.
Also, I see the chat referencing our new favorite meme about Pig Cave. Have you seen
yes.
that one?
Yes, I have. I am familiar with the new Pound Pound Town. I'm gonna guess that's the name of the song for the ASMR when you're Pegasus dashing those hammer pegs, or is that the name of the band that makes the song? All right, Total Rock Big Key in Tower of Hera. Hera is coming up pretty darn strong this time around. That Armos Knight is in a really trollish location.
Yeah, just a little.
All right, so So the Smiths gave us half magic, so the Smiths are alchemists today, as the chat points out. And Chloe is giving us a look at the purple chest. Heart container and Hera big chest. To answer question, chat, no one's checked the hint tile. It is not known if hints are active. But the lunchbox giving a bottle of blue goo. That could actually be that is actually really useful this time around, especially since it's Randomizer inverted. And it is Mothula for the Tower of Hera boss. So we do in fact have a boss shuffle seed. Luckily there's like no spikes here, so Mothula is generally much less of a pain in the backside compared to when he would be in his vanilla location.
But yeah, boss shuffle. Fun.
Chloe has now entered the front door to Misery Mire and will have to get past this massive armada of goons here.
So, when's B-Miser on the website?
I'm sorry?
B-Miser? Basically, replace useless garbage stuff with, basically what looks like a bottle and it turns into a ton of bees.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Metroid Prime 2 actually, Randomizer actually does something similar where all the garbage items are replaced with energy transfer modules because they can't do, the energy transfer module does nothing. Yeah, this room is pretty darn crowded here in Misery Mire. You can still kill all the enemies with just a sort of bombs, luckily, because of the Randomizer logic that you do not need to have special equipment to kill enemies in enemy kill rooms.
Oh no, what's fun is that then you end up despawning stuff and the stuff under pots in the room because, you know, severe sprite overload.
Oh, geez. Alright, Humbug is electing to take a peek at Mimic Cave here really quick. But it's just a Hera compass. Now, with the Fire Rod, we can now get to the back of Skull Woods. We have the equipment to take down Trinex, if we come across him. The bosses that we cannot kill yet are Armos Knights, Argus. I think... Let me think this through a little bit. We can take down Helmosaur Kings if we come across them. We can take down yeah, everybody except Armos Knights and Argus, I think, are only two...
We can kill Armos. We just can't kill Argus. Or, you know...
Well, we can kill Armos, but we can't kill Armos effectively. We'd have to do the, like, 24 boomerang hits strategy or something like that.
We don't even have boomerang. We'd have to slash them.
Exactly.
Or use Burna, which is fairly effective, to be fair.
And Chloe did find half magic.
Blue mail.
Now that is something Chloe really wants to see after taking 4 deaths in Chicken Hut. Or 3 or 4 deaths.
I mean, I was watching a tournament match earlier, and it was like green mail the entire seed until Hope Room had a mail upgrade.
Skullwood's big key in the Turtle Rock big key chest. And Chloe is going for Vitreous. I kind of like this play, especially since you have Cane of Burna, you have half magic, you have the means to at least tank Vidi for just long enough to take down his eyes. Well now, Humbug finding flippers in the Turtle Rock Chain Chomp room. So that's interesting. That puts left side swamp into logic. Oh, and I keep forgetting bosses are shuffled, so it might not even be Vitreous.
Oh gosh. Yeah. What room is this?
This is the room where you have to hit the switch with the cane.
The third room of Mire? Dark Mire?
I think so.
Wallmaster, please.
That thief is giving Humbug a bad time as Humbug picks up the items from Laser Bridge. Trying
to avoid Wallmasters in the dark does not sound fun.
No, it does not. Humbug only finding so far a small key to GT in the in Laser Bridge. Looks like Chloe managed to get through the door. And with the flippers, we can now check. We can do all of our flippers checks. We can do Waterfall Fairy. We can do Hobo. We could have done Zora since we had Like World access, but we've got a lot of significantly larger number of checks available to us now. Oh, we can actually do some work in Ice Palace now too. Oof, that Wallmaster is in a bad spot there in Turtle Rock. Oof, and it is Trinex in Mire.
I didn't even know Mire could have Trinex.
I didn't either, to be honest with you.
Oh, hey, Helmasaur.
Yeah, one boss is discovered, another boss is slaughtered almost, as Humbug should have very little trouble dealing with Helmasaur King here.
Nice.
Helmasaur giving Humbug a very favorable position there to reduce the recoil.
That was beautiful. So today is enemy shuffle, boss shuffle, inverted full key sanity, assured sword, 4/6 fast cannon.
And Chloe learning about the Turtle Rock Green Pendant as Humbug just picked it up. But it looks like Humbug is going to check what's in the front door.
We do not know what level of boss shuffle we have on, but so we've seen a Trinex, we've seen a Moth, and we've seen a Helmasaur? Is
Yes.
that right?
All right, Chloe giving us our first look at Eastern Palace. Several items up for grabs in here. Although we cannot access the boss, no biggie. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Ice Palace does not need the big key to reach Cold Stare, correct?
Logically it requires it.
Okay.
But anyone who knows Ice Palace Bomb Jump can get around that very easily.
Fair enough.
Chain Jump in the overworld. Okay.
Yeah, right in front of Dark Village. Yeah, that's not a good spot for him. And it looks like Humbug is going to take that Fire Rod and go to Skull Woods and finish it up.
You know, are the Stalfos in the Stalfos room of Eastern always Stalfos?
I'm not sure. To answer question in chat, the Tower of Fire Rod was in the Tower of Hera Pantry, as I like to call it, in the first basement.
Oh, good God, there's a Wizrobe in here. And in here. Oh, goodness. This is not friendly. This is very not friendly.
This seed has been extremely unfriendly with enemy placement today.
Yeah, also it's 4-6 fast Ganon. Rip.
Oof. And Chloe decides, nope, I am not dealing with that again. I just saw a Helmosaur get knocked by the bumper right into the spikes. Very clever movement there by Humbug. Alright, we are getting a back of Skull Woods check here from Humbug. So 2 checks up here. With our current equipment... Oh no, we have no mushroom, never mind. I was going to say we could fake powder, but no mushroom. Well then, there's the hookshot in the Pod Vanilla Big Key chest. Wow, Palace of Darkness is stacked today. You know that means it's... Oh, it's a red crystal too, interestingly. Not a pendant. Actually, it makes sense. This is inverted. So it makes sense Crystal Pod would be loaded instead of Pendant Pod.
Not sure I follow your reasoning, but okay. Vanilla Mothula. Thanks, game.
Still not as bad as Still not as bad as something. Mothula in here is not too bad, all things considering.
I politely disagree.
I guess the better choice of words is could be worse.
Could be a heck of a lot better, though, too. Oh, hi. Is this even randomized?
Alright, first red crystal for Humbug. And I completely missed what was in the pod basement. One item was a heart piece. I didn't see the other one.
Not sure.
Ooh, nice Sandcart refill there for Chloe.
Alright, as long as Chloe hammer yumps, we won't need to go looking for that last pod key.
And I think that is what he's doing.
I
Chat
always go from the north here. People find it a bit weird, but it's just like it gives you so much more leniency with time.
Oof, yeah, we've got no pod big key. Chat is enlightening us that there is another big 3 hundo in the Skull Woods big chest. Skull Woods had a decent chunk of... there's been a lot of cash going around this seed.
Gee, thanks, game.
Yeah, that key in Chloe's case is totally useless right now. Because he's already checked Dark Cross, he's already checked front and back of escape. There is a small key on Lake Hylia Island. Humbug's gonna get that right away.
Also, Intisum, I'm pretty sure not, because it's all in the same drop down, isn't it?
And that was the small key to Swamp Palace, and that's one of the big ones because now we can actually go check everything. We can get to the boss of Swamp Palace. We have Hookshot, we have Flippers, we know where that the small key is. The only thing we can't do is check the big chest.
Yeah, there's defeat Ganon, Fast Ganon, all dungeons, Master Sword Pistol, and Triforce pieces. All of them are in the same drop down, so they can't be combined.
Humbug also finding the small key to Thieves Town on the bridge, guys. So the two very valuable small keys coming from our Flippers checks today.
Yep.
Chloe making the first dip into Castle Tower on his end.
You know, there is always that really rude possibility of, thankfully not today, but like in general, there's always that rude possibility of, oh my goodness me.
Tower of Henoxes.
But of Swamp Small being vanilla. Thankfully not, though, for this one.
Not this time. Looks like Zora's Ledge was a heart piece, and Humbug going to go and purchase his item from the King of All Scams. I'll giggle if this is a male upgrade. But I'll smile at that. That is a bow on the King of All... That is no scam today.
No, it is not.
And there's another bow in the second Castle Tower chest. And you gotta figure Chloe might route in Zora at some point or another after picking up the Flippers, so Chloe may get, maybe the only runner getting silvers, considering Humbug skipped out on that second Castle Tower chest. So we saw both bows from both of our runners in the span of about 20 seconds. Very nice. To answer question, chat, Humbug elected not to do the Castle Tower Dark Room because it is still logically lamp locked.
Oh,
and
hi,
Catfish.
Shield.
Yeah, that's all of our shields. And Humbug's next port of call looks to be to go and full clear Ice Palace. Actually, I'm trying to think. Was Pot of Force double dip? Because you needed that bottle for Dark World access, and the hook shot was in... Or I should say, there were a lot of Pod small keys in... Oh man, this is already throwing me off.
Oy.
Yeah, hookshot was in pod. And hints are off for this seed. Also, that hint is a lie.
What did it say? Oh, about...
There's a guy that'll make you fall off. A lot.
I mean...
On this
make
seed.
you fall off.
He could. But he's much less likely to. Ooh, Chloe successfully performing the Harapot strategy here.
I really need to learn that.
Yeah, Chloe does not have the Tower of Hera big key. Remind me again where that big key was chilling. Was it in Turtle Rock? I think it was. Chat saying it was in... No, Mimic Cave had a compass. It was the big key chest in Turtle Rock. That's
also,
right.
I just want to point out, Humbug's gonna have to be careful because, you know how you can get dragged out of the pit in Mothula? There you go. That could also have happened there.
Okay. Yeah, like in Skull Woods right before the boss. Yeah. Because in JP 1.0, which the ROM is based off of, your hitbox is still there while you're falling. Humbug getting a nice fairy health refill there from the from that Gibdo. Oh, that fireball was in a bad spot. Oh, there's the Tower of Hera big key. It was in Paradox Cave. Chat's right. It was a different big key in Turtle Rock Big Chest. Sorry, folks. This is already inverted key sanity, so it's already driving me insane. And Humbug decides we are not dealing with this today. This room is on fire.
Oh gosh, now you've got that song stuck in my head. Thanks.
Oh, geez, there's a Lionel. Although
There's
it appears to be
a lot of Lionels.
Those red hard hat beetles are so tanky. I'm sure our runners wouldn't mind another sword upgrade at this point.
There's Lamp.
Ooh, that is a nasty spot for the lamp. Not really nasty, more so just so late. Oof, cut it close with that cane there. Alright, Chloe about to get the treasure trove of items that are here in Turtle Rock. And we do not know at this time if Ice Palace is a crystal or a pendant. The only boss that Chloe can, Humbug rather, cannot defeat is Armos.
Humbug can defeat Armos, but Argus is,
Argus, sorry. Wrong boss that starts with an AR. And I'm actually trying to think. We can... Humbug's about to probably going to defeat the Ice Palace boss. He can defeat Trinex and Meyer. So...
oh, it's Big Key, wow. Thanks for the fetch quest game. Also, no arrows don't work on hard hat beetles.
Nope. I'm actually thinking if Ice Palace is a crystal.
Flippers.
Come again?
Oh, I guess we saw that earlier. Ugh, this has been a siege.
Ooh, Humbug's magic is too low. Can't take out the Freezors. So yeah, I'm thinking if Ice... actually, regardless of whether Ice Palace is a crystal or not, we actually... Humbug does have the means to get the crystals needed for GT. He can defeat the Thieves Town boss, assuming it's not Armos. He can defeat the Trinexin Mire. And if this is a crystal, and it's not Argus, he's about to defeat whoever's, locked here.
Also, yes, you can do that. You could just push the block down too, but I guess.
But do I keep saying Armos, folks? I'm sorry.
Yes, you do, but I honestly thought you were memeing around that time.
Now, admittedly, I'm just flat out not used to boss shuffle. And it looks like it's Landmolus in Ice Palace.
Well, we can definitely kill those. I love the pink color palette of the Landmolus and Ice Palace.
Oh yeah, the palette swaps, the color palette changes when bosses are in different dungeons is always really interesting to look at, because it makes you wonder, just makes you wonder things sometimes. And it looks like Ice Palace was a pendant.
Okay then.
So, there is only one pendant missing in action, and we do not yet know what the crystals are, or what the rewards are for Eastern Swamp or Mire.
Yep. Why have they not gone and done Eastern?
Chloe's dipped Eastern, but there wasn't anything too crazy in there. And they can't get to the boss anyway, no big key.
Oh, right.
Looks like Humbug is electing to go dip the rest of Thieves Town. I do like this play. You have the small key and the big key, so you can check the big chest, no problem. Now, because this is Randomizer, Humbug is going straight for the boss, and it's another Helmasaur King.
Okay, so how many... is this our second Helma, or is this our third?
I think this is our second Helmasaur King.
How many double bosses have we seen? Just this one?
We've seen 2 Mothulas. Or have we seen 2 Mothulas? I know we've seen at least one other boss twice.
So, yeah.
And there's the Ice Palace big key on Thieves Town's Helmasaur King.
I mean, I think they can go kill Skullwoods at this... Oh, wait.
Skullwoods was a Mothula.
Can't get to... Wait, where was Hookshot?
Hookshot was in Palace of Darkness Vanilla Big Key Chest.
So we can, where was Swamp Small?
Swamp Small was on the bridge guy. Or no, I'm sorry, Swamp Small was on Lake Hylia Island. Thieves Town Small was on the bridge guy.
the bridge guy, but
The hobo.
Oh,
Sorry, I personally like to call him Bridge Guy.
but because we know where the stuff for Swamp is.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised our runners have not elected to dip Swamp Palace at this point.
Hey guys, that's only canon and only between worlds.
That's a generation later, folks. And with the bow, Humbug is going to have no trouble clearing these Igors out, and with Lamp, the dark rooms are going to be much less troublesome, I should say. Now, interestingly, Humbug decided to nope out of Thieves' Town before checking the remaining 3 chests there. I'm very intrigued by this, considering he had the equipment to go check all 3. But down goes Helmasaur King for Chloe. And I have a feeling that Big Key may convince Chloe to start thinking about doing Ice Palace. Well, at least they didn't shuffle the whiz robes in this room. Alright, what is in the Meyer cutscene chest? Just blueberries. Alright, so we've got Chloe going to wrap up the Skull Woods cleanup, and Humbug going to clear out Misery Mire. So Chloe will take down, that will be his second Mothula. So I'm trying to think. I want to know where our last pendant is before I start really judging where our runners stand.
Yeah, I mean...
Because granted, we have knowledge of 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have knowledge of 5 crystals. No, 4 crystals.
4?
Yeah, we only have knowledge of Thieves' Town, Skull Woods, Pod, and Hera. That's it. We're still waiting on...
Also, to our tracker, can you mark Ice Palace's pendant for Chloe, please? I mean, Patty also thinks there's 27 chests in GT where the big key can be. And yes.
Oh my goodness. That was a good time, though. I did watch that race. Alright, there's Humbug's very much sought-after blue mail. As Chloe takes the third crystal from his second Mothula.
Yes, they can go to GT after 4 crystals.
Yeah, they can go to GT, but they probably don't want to go to GT. Now, I'm just trying to think about what other bosses we can and can't get to. We need the book for Desert Palace because this is inverted. But once we get the book, we can get to the boss. Because we have the big key, we have fire, we have a glove. We can full clear Swamp. And we can pretty much kill every boss now. Humbug will be able to once it picks up that hook shot from Pod. I can understand why Humbug is waiting to go back to Pod. He's waiting for the big key. Alright, let's see who the boss of Misery Oh wait, we already know it's Trinex, never mind. And Humbug will be able to take him down.
Yep. Oh, so that is a very discolored Trinex, just saying.
Yeah, he don't look pretty. Chloe getting the Thieves Town small key from the hobo. I can't even see the ice formations.
It doesn't appear in not Turtle Rock. Actually, I think it's just Randomizer. Just doesn't. Also, he really needs to be careful. Please?
Yeah, the poison goop is still back there, so he will still take damage over time. He's only got one shot left with the fire rod, too. And Trinex is being extremely uncooperative here. Oof.
What? Oh, jeez.
Oh, Waterfall Fairy giving out blue goo. Nice.
That is nice. Okay. Also, have I just forgotten, or did we do Agate Tower's 2 chests?
Chloe did the second chest. Humbug did not, electing to pass it because at the time, I believe it's because he didn't have the lamp, and that second chest had another bow.
Oh boy.
Then Chloe
So wait, they both have different bows?
They both have different bows. And Chloe's actually about to get silver arrows from the king of all scams. And they both literally got their bows within less than a minute of each other. It was quite hilarious, actually. And Chloe's going to be happy to see this, especially if we still have to take down a Vitreous or two. Now Humbug is electing to take to deal with the remaining 3 checks of Thieves Town. Humbug, you didn't need to bomb the ceiling.
Maybe just doesn't play much Randomizer.
Yeah, that was probably muscle memory. So the last 2 checks for Humbug is going to be the Maiden Cell and the Big Chest.
You know, I've always wondered, like, why it is when you hold select as blind goes into the light and normal, like, why it changes the color of the screen. Like, I just wonder what it's doing in the code.
To answer question, chat, everybody, both runners have their swamp keys. They're small keys, I should stress. For swamp. Well, there's the Mire map, so maybe we'll finally find out if the Mire is our last pendant or not later. So Chloe will be able to check everything besides the big chest of this dungeon. So that's 9 out of 10 checks here. That is a very nice treasure trove of items. Oh, and Chad is saying, and admittedly I missed this, we have the book from Blind Cell, so that means we can now get to the Desert Palace boss. And that is exactly what Humbug is doing.
Also, did that rat just... Well, I guess it's actually a grasshopper, though. That'd explain it. I was gonna say, it's like, why is that rat taking extra hits to kill?
I'm not sure.
I think it's counted as a grasshopper since it's Dark World.
Maybe. There's our ether medallion in on the torch in and Humbug just decides, nope, I don't need it. And there's the other coin in the Desert Palace big chest.
That's... Wow.
I heard you like coins.
Eh.
Man, I know there's the whole toss a coin to your Witcher, but not toss a coin to your desert. Alright, Humbug going straight for the boss.
Oh, we're not sure what desert is, but we do know Chloe will be getting their 4th crystal out. Wait, no, we don't know swamp either, do we?
Yeah, we don't know either of these. And once we do find both of these out, if they're both crystals, we'll be able to kind of put a profile together of what we still need to wrap up. If one of them is a pendant, then we know what we need for pedestal. Well, actually, if either of these are pendants, that means pedestal is in logic.
I mean, but looking at it, what do we even need for, like, potential go mode? Like, maybe Eastern Big Key, but otherwise... Oh, Pod Big Key. Eastern and Pod Big Keys.
Yeah, we need big keys. Which, they could be in the upper chests of GT.
Oh, don't say that. Who hurt you? Also, isn't this our second Land Molus fight?
It is. It's actually a vanilla Land Molus. So we've had only... there's a shovel on that Land Molus, and Desert Palace is a crystal.
So we've only had 3 doubles, right?
We've had 3 doubles.
So this is looking decently likely to be a full boss show full.
So that's our 5th known crystal.
This is at least full. It could be chaos, potentially, if we see another double, or if we find a 3rd Mothula Landmo, or What was the other one? Helma.
Helmasaur. So yeah, if you folks are just coming in, we are running our Link to the Past Randomizer daily race. It is a Mystery Monday seed. From what we've been able to piece together, our seed today is a Assured Sword, Inverted Key Sanity, Full Boss Enemy and Boss Shovel Randomizer with normal item behavior, and 4/6 fast Ganon.
Yep. And normal enemy damage and health, I believe.
Yes. Chloe finding the Desert Palace small key in the Swamp Palace waterfall chest, and it looks like Humbug is going to go to Dark Cross. Must have left it behind.
Well, also, there's a Pokey in there.
Well, 3 Landmolas.
Okay, so this is Chaos Boss.
Ooh, and it has a sword upgrade and another crystal.
So
With this,
yep, we can enter GT, but
it's better than that. We are in no mode. Well, yeah,
no,
we
need
are.
Pod Big Key.
Right.
Big Key.
Sorry, we're just the Pod Big Key though away from no mode.
Fetch quest. So here's the real question. Do you do upstairs GT?
I'm not sure. You only have 2 GT small keys.
True, so it wouldn't really be in logic, I don't think.
I'm not sure what the GT key logic is in Key Sanity.
It's disgusting.
It does look, however, like both of our runners are going to be meeting up here in Ganon's Tower. Or not. Oh, Chloe also revealed to us that Misery Mire is our last crystal.
Alright, so that means Eastern's the pendant, and yeah, we just need a Pod Big Key.
Actually, we technically don't need the Pod Big Key, since we know Mire's a crystal now.
Pod's a crystal, though.
It's only 6 crystals for Ganon. Whoa, what just happened to Chloe?
Oh, true. Oh, so we're in go mode, actually.
So yeah, let me think this through for a second. Actually, yeah, Humbug just needs to see that Mire is a crystal because he doesn't have Mire's map.
He needs a hook shot.
Yeah, Humbug needs that hook shot or Pod's Big Key. Either or will put him in go mode there. Chloe, I think, is in go mode. Needs the book.
Chloe. Yeah.
Either the book or the Pod Big Key.
Where was book?
It was in Thieves Town. It was in the Maiden Cell, I believe.
Chloe hasn't been to...
He hasn't checked the back of Thieves Town.
Oh, that makes sense. There's the Big Key at Eastern. That does Humbug absolutely no good.
Yeah, at this point, Ped's dead too, so...
Yeah, I mean, it could be the Pod Big Key.
It could be Pod's Big Key, but we won't need that today.
I mean, one of the runners might find that before they find the other item.
True. Yeah. What a way for this one to wind down.
I mean, honestly, I didn't sleep very well last night.
Oh, there's the other castle tower key, but Humbug's not going to need that one. Alright, let's see what's in the randomizer room here. Humbug doing a very good job preserving his small keys. Finding I think those are our last missing Skull Woods and Turtle Rock small keys. And it looks like Chloe is actually taking that Eastern Palace big key and going to full clear the rest of Eastern Palace. Humbug, meanwhile, is whoa, Bob, you are not looking so good today. Oof, and Humbug got grabbed.
Oof.
And Humbug decides that's far enough. To answer question in chat, Pod's big key can be on pedestal. If you drop into the Ganon fight without the 6 crystals, you just can't damage Ganon. And he'll call you a dingus, as Incoherent points out. Ooh, we're getting a green pendant turn in from Humbug, and it is just a heart container.
Yeah. And Hookshot was where?
Pod Vanilla Big Key Chest. Which Humbug may go back to get now, actually. He's not leaving Eastern Palace.
Also, Chloe might go pull pet at the. Or wait, no. Chloe never did ice, right?
Chloe has not done Ice Palace yet, no. Alright, so the rest of Eastern Palace turned out to be a bust. No sign of that Pod Big Key. So yeah, just to reiterate, at this point, Humbug is looking for either a hint that Misery Mire is a crystal, so either the Misery Mire map or the Pod Big Key. Because Humbug tried to take on the Trinex in Mire, but did not succeed. He also needs to get Hookshot. He also...
Where's Chloe going?
Chloe is going to...
Yes. Oh, no.
Double Dip GT.
Chloe, why?
I think, yeah, I understand his thought process. He wanted to try and see if the Eastern gamble and see if the Eastern Palace Big Key would be the way forward, but unfortunately, it wasn't. Looks like Humbug is falling for the same trap, though, unfortunately. So yeah, just piecing this all together, Humbug needs either Hookshot or Pod's Big Key to be in go mode. Chloe is looking for...
Book or Pod Big Key.
Book or Pod Big Key, which we know where Book is. Book is in Thieves Town Maiden Cell. Hookshot is in Palace of Darkness Vanilla Big Key Chest. Palace of Darkness Big Key, we have no idea. And we've already seen...
Pod Big Key could be literally anywhere except for in the big chest, the pod, or on the boss. At this point.
Yes, although there's not much left that we haven't seen at this point. We have not seen the right side of Desert Palace, which we could now access. Or Chloe could now access. We have not seen... I don't believe we've seen Spike Cave yet. Ooh, Chloe almost got grabbed again. Or grabbed from the same room as Humbug.
Thankfully avoided it. Also, that's Humbug's third pendant, so we might be seeing a ped pull.
Perhaps. Alright, Chloe picking up the
Oh
Harris.
my goodness, there it is.
The Pod Big Key was in GT, and with that, this puts Chloe in... that puts Chloe in go mode. Chloe knows about the Meyer Crystal.
Oh man, that's so sad for Humbug.
Yeah, I had a feeling as soon as we got that early GT Big Key that something was up.
I mean, that wasn't locked behind GT Big Key, though.
It wasn't, but the thought that we would have to go to GT pretty early was, for progression, while it wasn't Big Key locked, just getting the Big Key, it puts the thought into your mind.
Yeah, but logic doesn't dictate that that's required necessarily.
No, it does not. Oh, and there's our last sword upgrade on the mushroom.
Did I just hear thunder outside? Oh dear.
Nah, it's just the gods angry that Humbug didn't pick up his ether medallion. They figure if Humbug's not going to use lightning, they might as well do it themselves.
Alright, let's see what the pod boss is.
Alright, looks like Humbug is going to try again for the Maya Crystal. And it should be noted, Chloe has still not picked up the lamp from Ice Palace yet, and probably won't at this point.
I think Humbug had to have killed either Viddy or Swamp because, Meyer Swamp because, actually, yeah, he killed Swamp because he entered GT.
Well, no, his boss kills were Thievestown, Skullwoods, Hera, and
Oh, I can't count. Never mind.
Desert, yeah. And it's Trinex in Palace of Darkness. So, one thing that we did not see, the randomized-eyed Moldorm.
That's sad.
But Chloe making very short work of Trinex. An answer question, chat, we did not see Vitreous, and we're not going to see him.
Yeah.
Our bosses in order of dungeons, Eastern Palace had... Eastern and Desert both had Landmolus. Hera had Mothula. Pod had Trinex. Swamp had Landmolus. Skullwoods had Mothula. Thievestown had Helmasaur King. Ice Palace had Landmolus. Meyer had Trinex. And Turtle Rock had Helmasaur King. Alright, Humbug versus Trinex. Round 2. Fight!
It just occurred to me, could you get to... I guess there are a couple extra ways in Inverted to get to the East Dark World. I was just thinking about that, and it's like you could mirror atop the Hyrule Castle.
True. Mirror was pretty early this time around.
As well as fluting over to 5. Also a nice fight for Humbug.
Yeah, and that is going to be Humbug's 5th crystal. So, Humbug's scenario is that he either has to go to Palace of Darkness to get Hookshot, and then go back to Swamp to defeat Armos, or he has to go to... he has to go back to GT to get Pod's big key off the Ice Armos. An answer question, chat. We are actually, what do we know so far? The seed is a 4/6 Fast Ganon, Inverted Key Sanity, Chaos Boss Shuffle, Randomizer. 4/6. I think I may have already said that. But anyway, Humbug pulled the pedestal, and it did not have anything what he was looking for. Although, the extra love probably came in handy. But after picking up, as chat says, the Master Heart... next order of business for Humbug. It looks like he's gonna double... Actually, what is Humbug doing? Is he going to use Light World Eastern Palace to get to Palace of Darkness? That actually might be a little faster, because then he doesn't have to go through the maze. But yes, Chloe is currently in go mode. Humbug does not know that Misery Mire is a crystal because it's Key Sanity, so... well, actually, he does now because he just picked it up, but he is missing either Pod's Big Key or the Hook Shot, which he is about to get because Pod's Vanilla Big Key chest has the Hook Shot. Excuse me. And Chloe, meanwhile, is just about to take down Trinex and get his sixth crystal. And with that, that is Chloe's last crystal. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to face the big pig. Meanwhile, Humbug enters go mode at 1:50:28.
Also, sorry about that. Discord was being Discord.
No worries.
In other words, it decided to kick me out and wouldn't let me rejoin.
Yikes. Alright, so all that's left for Chloe to do now is to walk to Hyrule Castle, because this is inverted, and fall down the,
Chloe, that's not gonna be where Ganon is.
He may be trying to get a... Well, there's no,
Well, they're gonna learn real quick. Oh. Wait, when did they put there? Okay, never mind then.
That's convenient. Oh, I think he left that portal there on purpose. And we get the Agatha School of Bug Knowledge info dump from Ganon there.
I think Humbug got the Zorbo, right?
Yeah. Humbug got the Zorbo, but did not pick up the Castle Tower Bow. All right, Chloe absolutely...
Oh no, silver is my one true weakness.
Yeah, Chloe having very little trouble getting to Phase 4 of Ganon here.
GG's.
Yeah, get your GGs in chat for Chloe Prower, as all that separates her from him from victory, is a 1x3 bridge to the Triforce. And with that, Chloe Prower finishes in first place amongst our restream, fourth place amongst the community racers with an official SRL time of 1:53:21. Our winner today in the community was Plasma Kappa, finishing with an SRL time of 1:37:37. Falcor96 takes second with the time of 1:48:10, and very shortly behind, Hitsuyan1337 with a time of 1:48:39. So GG's to our runners today.
We will see if Chloe decides to join for an interview.
Humbug, meanwhile, is taking down the aquatic land molus. And now it's Humbug's turn to face the big pig. However, he will do so with a butter sword.
Yep. But no silvers.
And no half magic either from the Dwarven Alchemists.
Only one bottle. Ollie.
Silvers, to answer question chat, they were in the second chest of Castle Tower. The other was on Zora. Oh boy, what a seed, folks. Inverted Randomizer is already tough enough. Throw in Key Sanity to the mix. And you have got quite the show, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I don't quite remember finished being that close to the game, but you know what? It's probably just been a while. Hello, Chloe. I assume that's you. GG's.
Hi, GG's, thank you. Hello?
So, a Chaos Boss Randomizer Inverted Seed. What are your thoughts?
That was, you know, not as bad as it could have been. I'm gonna put it that way, except for that one house.
Yeah, the chicken house, the house full of guards gave you quite a bit of trouble this time.
I know, I don't know why. I couldn't hit him with Ice Rod, I couldn't hit him with anything, and then I got bomb post and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and grab those items that I missed over here.
Revenge is sweet.
There was a few obnoxious moments. I was certain I was gonna find something in Mire, and then there was nothing, and then it was Trinex, and that made me salty.
You know, I will mention that you two had different bosses or different dungeons as your undefeated dungeon.
Yeah, where was Book? I never found it.
It was in the back of Thieves Town.
Oh, yeah, because I just went and did the boss. I was trying to rush for the 4 crystals as fast as I could, so I could get into that Gambit's tower. Because I knew my go mode was in Gambit's tower, but...
So, unfortunately, Humbug, and GG's to him, by the way, unfortunately, he got, I think, wall mastered before he could, actually go kill the Ice Armos.
Yeah, the Pod Big Key was right behind him. There's a lot of really bad wall masters, like, all of Mire, I was afraid that I was going to get grabbed, too.
Yeah, wall masters were a pain. There were Lionels around. There were a lot of guards in general today.
Also,
Yeah.
Humbug finishing with a 158.10 in 6th place.
Jeez.
Korek finishing before him with a 157.17. Hello, GG's.
Hi there. Thank you. GG's.
So how about that seed?
I mean, it sure could have been rougher, but I guess this is kind of the roughest thing you can get with a weighted waitlist, right?
We could have gotten entrance, too.
Fair enough. But I mean, difficulty-wise in the execution and the enemies and everything, this felt like it was harder than I expected, actually.
Yeah, I think that mainly came down to the invert. And we ended up having, like, I think the damage tables were normal, but, like, we got a lot of hard-hitting enemies.
Yeah, one thing that comes to mind almost immediately is that pack of Lionels in the front of Thieves Town.
Yeah, they scared me to death. They really did.
and all the thieves that were in Thieves Town, for that matter.
Oh, I hate no damage thieves and Randomizer, where you can't do anything and they just kind of bump you around.
I mean, at least they didn't steal anything because, you know, sprite overload on the screen.
Right.
Yeah, so, Humbug, we were telling I'm sorry, you first.
Oh, go ahead.
So Humbug, as we were telling Chloe earlier, both of you ended up having different. Both of you ended up skipping out on different dungeons. You ended up missing out on Pod because of the Big Key kerfuffle, and Chloe did not get the book from Thieves Town, so did not do Desert. Would you like to know where that Pod Big Key was?
No. Well, yeah, I do. I really do.
It was behind Ice Armos.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate.
It's okay. 'Cause I
I mean, you just there was nowhere I could go. I had opened the chest. I waited for the bomb to explode. If I moved, I would have been caught in the explosion, and there was nothing I can do. And the hand just grabbed me. It was unfair. I felt.
That it was.
I guess it made for a good laugh, at least.
We felt very bad for you.
I guess that too. Yeah.
Something else that actually Chloe helped lead you along is that you ended up at some point or another getting the map to Meyer. I don't remember where that was, but that really helped in giving you the idea of where your sixth crystal was going to wind up.
Swamp Palace, I want to say. I think it was early in Swamp. Because I remember grabbing that because I was doing Swamp for my third crystal, and I was trying to get a lead on where I had to go. And then I ended up in Ganon's Tower, still not knowing what the seventh crystal was. And I found the Eastern Palace Big Key, and I went out and finished it on the off chance, on the 50-50 that it was the actual last crystal.
Actually, you both, after leaving GT, went to Eastern.
Ugh, that's rough. That's annoying because Pod is right behind it.
Yeah, and I just forgot to mirror after Eastern. I mean, playing all these open modes and then cross keys modes, you don't have that intuition to mirror from the light world to the dark world when playing inverted. But if I just mirrored from Eastern to Pod and just checked literally the first chest, it would have been faster for me at least.
Yeah, Pod was surprisingly lucrative this time around, giving you the bottle that would give you your Pegasus boots for starters, followed by the hookshot later in the vanilla Big Key chest.
Yeah, I mean, I was half contemplating just using that potion to. Well, there's no reason a potion glitch in Pod and Randomizer because you can just clear that room anyways. I mean, you could have, if you Galaxy Brained it, got that hookshot super early. But that would have been a hard gamble to make.
Yeah, you mean doing not using the key on the first door and going right side? And,
yeah, go both side and then. But then you would have to make the gamble to use the
yeah, exactly.
You big chest.
you would still use a small key to get to the back, I guess.
All right, you would
probably at least.
Yeah. So okay, I guess I was feeling behind on that hookshot, but I guess now that I think about it, it's not really like your first trip of Pod was not getting that hookshot.
No. Also, I died in the bumper room in Skull Woods right before getting the hammer the first time around. So that was annoying.
Everybody had trouble there.
Yeah, so that was the last location hammer, and then it just downhill from there.
Oh, it was fun. I had fun. I like these mystery things just because, like, alright, figure it out. Here you go. Here's on.
Yeah,
I like being on comms for these. It's like, okay, what's our modes today?
Yeah, then as soon as we saw the GT Big Key pop up, it's like, definitely Key Sanity.
Yeah, that was, where was that? In
It was in Skull Woods,
It
like
was in
one of
Skull
the
Woods.
first
Oh,
chests.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It was super early. I mean, these mystery seeds could be great. Like, I think I had one where I had 4 crystal dungeons cleared before I finally got to the pyramid, and it's like, your goal's on the pedestal, no D or something like that. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
I did too. I remember
I
that.
think I was actually on comms for that.
Victory is on the pedestal, dingus.
Yeah, that's right.
You just killed 4 crystal dungeons for nothing. Go kill your pendant dungeons.
Yeah, I think we had like GT access before we could clear any of the crystal dungeons or any of the pendant dungeons too. It was weird. Oh. Alright, thanks again for having me, guys. I'm gonna hop off and go get some lunch and see you guys around.
See you around.
Yeah.
GG, Chloe.
Jeez.
Yeah, thank you very much for the comms and tracking and hosting and everything. It was fun. It was rough, but it was fun. I enjoyed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip out as well. I have to work in the morning, so I need to get some sleep.
Have a great day.
Yeah,
And,
same. Bye.
Bye.
Good day in GG. All right, folks. With that, that is going to be anything else you want to say about the seed math girl before we wrap up?
Hope to see you again next mystery seed.
Yeah, I had a great time trying to figure this one out too. That was definitely a good one, folks. If you are looking for some more speed gaming action this afternoon, we do not have a 9 p.m. daily race tonight. However, we do have a link to the Past Randomizer 2019 tournament races going on at 7:20, 8:20, and 9:20 p.m. tonight. 3 very good tournament races. So definitely, if you want to come around for those. We also have our Super Metroid, a link to the Past Combo Randomizer normal race at 9 p.m. on Channel 4. We also have an Aria of Sorrow, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow randomizer at 8. So still plenty of speed game action on the queue for later this evening, folks. With that said, also major shout outs to our tracker Saphir, who has done a great job making sure everybody stays informed. And also shout outs to my co-commentator MathGirl718.
Always a pleasure to come.
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you good afternoon, and we will see you next time.
See ya, everybody.